What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'll be reviewing the Gundam Amazing Red Warrior. Now, this is a remolded RX-782 Gundam because of the new joints and stuff. Now, this was a mold from the RX-782 Gundam and also the Gundam Red Warrior, which was Char Aznavour's custom Gundam. Now, this guy was used by Tatsuya Yuki, which was known as Meijin Kawaguchi in the anime. And to me, it does not look as attractive as the main protagonist Gundam. But anyways, this is still pretty cool because it has the amazing on it. So, for stickers, you have the eyes, the back of the head, and that's basically all for the model if you don't want to put on these decals which said SK. Okay, so let's get on to the articulation. Now the head can go up and down, forward and back, and it rotates all the way around, but you don't want to force it too hard, because you don't want to break these two parts and the antenna. Now for these thrusters, you can move it up, move it down on hinge, and flip it to the back. Now the arms, you can rotate it all the way around, go out, rotate above the elbow, bend at the elbow at two joints, and also the wrist rotate and wiggle about, and the waist, you can rotate it that far, and the camera exploded. Now you can do some crunches, but not too much. Now the front skirts can move separately because you can separate them, but they came molded together. Now the side skirts are on those ball joints. Those polycap joints that we use nowadays. And the back skirts does not move. And now the leg can go forwards, backwards, out. And there's a joint that is hard to use here. I don't know what's that for. Now the knees are double jointed, but you can only bend it more than 90 degrees or so. So not that great. Now the ankles can rotate about on the ball joint. There's a joint up here, you can put forward and back, and more on the ball joint. So, this guy has amazing posability, but you don't buy him for the posability, you buy him for his weaponry. Now, let's talk about the regular weapons first. Now you have this beam emitter over here on the arm. Of course you can pick it into the left arm. Now you have two short yellow beams and two long yellow beams. So you can pick it in and let him fight with a beam saber. He does not come with any physical beam saber handles though, so that could be a plus, that could be a minus. It's all up to you guys. Now you get his super tiny shield, which does not have any defense to me, so you can pick it on either left or right arm as usual. And is the camera too high? I bet it's too high. So you can pick it on, and here we have his beam rifle. Now you can just slide it into the arm, flip it, and now he is shooting his beam rifle. Now of course the beam rifle does not only have this feature. Now the beam rifle can mount a blade onto it. So if you want him to slash the fangs from another Gundam in the anime, you can simply put the handle up which makes it not as stable in the arm. And you have him slashing down the fangs. Of course, there is a long one you can use. It kind of gets a bit heavy, but it's cool though that you can have a regular sword. Now you can mount this on the back with a joint. Now with this joint, you can peg it onto either hull of the beam rifle and mount it on the back. Not as good as anticipated, but anyways, it can be still mounted, other than being a loose piece lost after 3 days. So let's go on to the weapons that supposedly are going to go into the backpack. Now you have his bazooka. I don't know whether it's beam or physical bazooka, but you can do this Zaku style, like over the head. I mean over the shoulder and shooting it. But this was tend to be mounted on the backpack. Now imagine it's mounted on a backpack. You're gonna swivel this joint down and swivel this out. Now what you can do here is extend the barrel and flip up the handle. So now it can hold it F91 style. So let me fiddle around with this first. Now the double joints do really come in handy with this kit. So now you have him holding the bazooka as if he was in the box art. Now you do have this weapon which you can hold. So let me put this on here. There we go. Now he can hold another weapon. But this weapon was meant for some overhead cannon style thing, combat. Now if you peg it in like this, you can have an overhead cannon. But what this is truly, let me take out the whole joint here, is a connection of this. Now of course you can have him hold it in the hand individually. Also for the machine gun I'm going to talk about later. Now what this is truly all about is you can combine them and make a really long weapon. Now it actually made it so that you can mount the other weapon on the backpack. So now let me combine this, and the scope just flew away. Put this back on and put this in. Now you have a beam rifle F91 style. But that's not all for the varieties. Now you can take this whole barrel off, take the scope off, and grab in what is supposed to be called an E-pack. Now you mount it on the hole that's supposed to be mounted for the scope, and the machine gun barrel, you can mount it on here. Sadly it doesn't spin. I wish it could spin. Now it looks like this, but that's not all. You do have something on the kit itself, which is the missiles that are hiding in his chest and his front skirts. Now for the chest, you can take off this whole panel here and take out this yellow piece, flip it around as if it was open, peg in, and there you go. Missiles deployed. Now for the front skirts, which are kind of bad, you take out this whole panel here and put it at the lower slot. So let me wriggle this out. Now for me, I really want a hinge here, so you don't have to be taking it off all the time. So now missiles deployed, everything is up. So this would be all the accessories for the kit. But now you do have a yellow sticker on the back on the scope of the bazooka. So that is all for the weaponry. Now, if you want these weapons alone but not the kit, there is a weapon pack you can check out there, which is probably like 800 yen or something. So now let's get down to the comparisons. Now the only kit I can bring in is this, the Build Burning Gundam. Now, as you all know, the Try Burning Gundam is coming out this month, this week. So I'll be reviewing the Try Burning Gundam as well. So this will be the end of the video, and if you want, click on the annotation on the top right corner for some of my gaming videos, and click on the top left corner for the review of the Build Burning Gundam. Anyways guys, that's all about it to show. Like if you do, and subscribe if you have not. Anyways guys, that's all about it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.